Hey everybody, the captain here. We got a video request, and this is an important one. I've written about it before. I think I may even have a video about it addressing the general topic. But this is an important one, especially for you youngins, and that is internships, okay? And what's his name? Kyler. Kyler writes in, "Hey, asshole." Thanks, I like this. Bravo, bravo. While researching for a paper on my major, I noticed a lot of information praising the value of internships and how they are the new interview. Oh, did somebody in media come up with that? Oh, the new interview. I work for so long. However, while reading your book, Bachelor Pad Economics, I saw you mention internships are, in your opinion, a waste of youth. I write you because I want a better idea of what you meant by saying that, and an answer to whether internships for engineers are as valuable as they seem. Okay, here's the deal. Internships can be good. They can be great. They can really make your career, like you accelerate your career. The trick is you got to have a real one. Okay, you have to have a real one. And let me tell you the real versus the fake ones. Let's say you get a fake one. All right, most internships, I'd say almost damn well near 90% of them are bullshit. These are just greedy motherfucking corporations or government or employers or their bosses or managers looking to get their crap work to be done by somebody else. And then they'll sell experience in exchange, instead of money. They'll say, "We'll give you experience if you come here and do all my crap work that I don't want to do." I have I had 4 internships. Not one of them, not one, could I have not done back in the 3rd grade. It was that dumb and mundane. Alphabetizing, filing, anybody can do that shit, okay? And even if you are a good boy or girl and you go into that internship and you work hard and you don't get paid, you know what? They're not going to give you a good reference because these are not good people. They're evil, disgusting people. They're manipulative control freaks. You don't want an internship. So you don't want those type of internships. What you do want are the internships that have real work. You use what you learned in college, you use your skills, they're challenging, you learn something new, and you got a fair and honest boss, and you get paid. To quote Captain Malcolm Reynolds, "Let me make this abundantly clear. I do a job, then I get paid." And that is words to live by when you go look for internships. Look up Captain Malcolm Reynolds, brilliant man, brilliant tactician, great leader of men, and a couple women. Just don't go to that special hell. That's, no. So, anyway. So here's the general rules on interning, and I put it together a little bit more concrete than what I did before. All right? You only take them if they pay. You find out before you set foot in that door precisely what you'll be doing. Now people older than you, my age, and the baby boomers will come up with flowery words like, "You'll be helping accelerate processes." No, find out what is the physical tasks you will be doing. If they say, "Well, you'll be filing and faxing," that's what you want to know. Well, you'll be doing data entry. No, fuck you. That's shit that you could have. Can you do it in the 8th grade? Then you don't have to do it when you're 25 or 21 when you're in college. And then you'll get there, and I know this may shock you. I'll say it again. 75% of the internships I work for, they lied to me about the work, about the duties. When you find out that you've been lied to about your duties and all of a sudden you're doing chump work and shit that wasn't originally planned, you get the fuck out of there. You don't give them a notice. You don't say, "Here's 2 weeks." You walk off that motherfucking job immediately because it's slavery. That's all it is. Like, you walk in, first day say, "Well," and this will happen. Trust you me, it'll happen the majority of the time. "Well, we know that we said you're going to do this, but there's been some changes just for a couple days. Could you do this?" And it'll be filing, it'll be faxing, it'll be scanning, it'll be some secretarial bullshit. And then you know what? You say, "Yes, I'll gladly do that." And then you go there, they show you, and then you leave. And then you let them think that you're doing it. And then they call you, and then, don't worry, they're not going to fucking, you're not going to, they're just like, "Where'd you go?" They're not going to, report you. You're not going to, have a blemish on your CV. You never list them as an employer because you never worked there. Then finally, you immediately report them to your career services center at the university. You kids have got to do that more often. I know you don't want to protest, George Bush and capitalism and reality and gravity and that water's wet. If you want to help out your real situation, you make these motherfuckers pay. You got to go in and you got to get them. You got to get them noticed. That's another thing. Go to Yelp and say, "Never, ever, ever, ever intern here." Never. Write a blog post, something. All right. So That's what you got there. The only way that you would work for free is if you're learning an immense amount of skill and talent, and you know for a fact that they're going to use you later and probably hire you later. I've never heard of such an environment. I'm just trying to prophesize one or forecast one or account for the fact there may be one in the future. You know, in the multiverse, there's always the possibility that something happens. So there's that. Finally, the address to address Kyler's question is the issue of engineering versus non-engineering. Engineers, people with actual skills, have it a little bit better because engineering firms and IT firms cannot be fucking around. They need your skills. So they're like if you're going to be an intern on the superconductor, I think they're not going to have you file artifacts. They'll hire a secretary to do that. They'll hire a liberal arts major to do that. Engineers have it a little bit better because there is such a thing as a paying internship where you learn experience. A lot of times that will lead to it. So I don't want the majority of people's experiences to ruin or sour your perception or reputation of an internship. Just go into it, with a healthy dose of skepticism and complete and total self-respect. If they're starting to screw you over, they lied about what the job's duties were, they lied to you what you were going to do, and you're like, hey, what the... And they're like, no, get the fuck out. And report those motherfuckers. Matter of fact, what I would do is before you even go and quit, I would go immediately to your boss's boss, say, hey, I want to know, were you in on this? Did you know this? Oh, you were? Well, fuck you. And if they find out, oh, you didn't know about this? Well, I'd like to report this, and I'd like a real fucking internship. It'd take balls, but that's how I would do it all over again. Because a lot of times, like these manager types, they don't tell their boss, oh, I need some extra staff, I'm going to get an internship. And it's like they give you all this shit where, okay, I'll tell you this. When I was working, hey, Wells Fargo, come fucking sue me. I'm going to blow the cover. Of course, this was Norwest at the time. I was working. I ended up doing the work for the senior international economist when I was an intern. I was writing the reports, and then the chief economist came in and says, what the fuck you doing, writing the reports? I just writing the reports. That's not your job. This is senior international economist. That's true. I got my names on the fucking reports. Bada boom, bada bang. Reality sucks. That's bullshit. You leave. So, that's, they're scum, guys. They're scum. And this is kind of the first idea you young college kids get into the real world because you've been in college, everything's academic and theoretical, and I would say meritocracy. There's merit, and you work hard, you get your A. Okay, you study, you get your A, and you get into the real world. You work hard at it, and no more filing and faxing. What? And you work hard, you get the great grades. They say, yeah, we're gonna do X, and then they do Y. I'm sorry, there's scum out there, fucking scum. So don't tolerate it anymore. You guys want to be truly revolutionary, truly want to hold some self-respect for yourself. Yeah, get the good internship. They're out there, I'm sure, somewhere. But boy, yeah, watch your ass, man, and have self-respect. Second you're not learning anything, second you're getting screwed over, you jet, you bolt. That's all we got. Toodles.